Today, we're diving into something pretty cool called connected movement. It's a practice designed to tackle a problem a lot of us have. How do you take all that amazing awareness you build in a yoga class or at the gym and actually use it in your day-to-day life?
So let me ask you this, especially if you practice something like yoga. You know that incredible feeling of being totally in tune with your body on the mat, right? But what happens when you roll that mat up? How often does that awareness just evaporate the second you walk out the door? And that's really the heart of the challenge, isn't it? The things that make our practice so powerful, the repetition, the focus, can also kind of box it in. It becomes this special thing we do on the mat, totally separate from our real-world movements. And those insights we get don't always trickle down into our micro-habits, the unconscious ways we stand or sit, or always carry our bag on the same shoulder. This is exactly where connected movement comes into play. It's designed to be the bridge. The whole method, which was developed by Michael Guralnick, is about extending that body awareness from the studio into, every part of your life. And it does this by blending some really old wisdom with modern science. Now this is where it gets really fascinating. The practice is this incredible synthesis of different disciplines. You've got the slow, mindful flow of Qigong. You have the deep internal body awareness from the Feldenkrais method. Then, and get this, it pulls in interaction models from ninjutsu. Now, we're not talking about combat here. It's about learning spatial awareness and how to interact with a partner. And it even uses touch techniques or palpation from acupuncture to understand how to feel and comfort another person. It's a combination you just don't see anywhere else.
So, what does a class actually feel like? Let's take a little walk through a typical session.
There's a really deliberate flow to it. You start and end with the exact same simple Qigong routine. And that's brilliant because it's like a benchmark. You can feel exactly what's changed in your body and your awareness by the end. In between, you go on this journey from exploring a movement on your own, feeling it from the inside, to working with a partner, and then to a more playful, interactive exercise. You're moving from a purely internal focus to an external connection. And this quote pretty much sums up the whole vibe, which comes straight from that Feldenkrais influence. This isn't about getting the perfect pose. Nope, it's all about curiosity. The real goal is to explore all the different ways your body can move without any judgment. There's no right or wrong here, just discovery. Okay, now we need to talk about what might be the most powerful and unique part of connected movement, working with a partner. This chart lays it out perfectly. Look, practicing on your own is amazing for that deep internal focus. But the second you bring another person into the mix, a whole new world opens up. Your focus has to shift constantly, both inward and outward. You're not just correcting yourself, you're getting live, spontaneous feedback that can spark these aha moments of clarity you'd just never get on your own.
And this leads to this beautiful core idea of the living mirror. Think about it. By interacting with someone, by feeling how they move and seeing how they respond to you, you get insights into your own habits that were totally invisible before. It's like they're literally mirroring back parts of yourself, helping you learn about your own body by paying attention to someone else's.
So the magic really happens in this dual focus. This is the connected part of connected movement. You're learning to listen to what your own body is telling you, while at the exact same time learning to listen to and care for your partners. It's basically a workout for empathy just as much as it is for your muscles. The practice also gives you these amazing mental models. Let's look at one of the most useful ones, a totally new way to think about tension. It's such a simple idea, but it's a game changer. Instead of thinking of tension as this tight knot you have to fight and destroy, just imagine it's like water, a fluid moving through you. Suddenly, it's not an enemy anymore. It's just a natural force that you can learn to work with. And if it's like water, it behaves in predictable ways, right? It builds up when we're stressed or overworked. It spreads out, flowing from a place that's really tense to other areas, and it follows specific pathways through our bodies. But here's the most empowering part. It can be redirected. Just like water, if you apply a little bit of energy in the right place, you can get it flowing again. And that brings us full circle, right back to our original goal, taking all this goodness from the studio and bringing it into the real world. So why does all this matter? Well, the end game isn't just about moving well in class. It's about training your awareness to catch those tiny habits all day long. The way your shoulders tense up at your desk, or how you always stand with your weight on one hip. This practice gives you the tools to notice those little moments and realize, hey, that's a spot where I can make a small change. And it is so important to know that this is for everybody. Seriously, you don't need to be a dancer or a martial artist or a yoga pro. It's designed to be open to anyone. in any physical condition. The whole point is to meet you exactly where you are today.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. The promise here isn't about adding another workout to your week. It's about transforming the thousands of movements you already make every single day. What if picking up groceries, or standing in line, or just walking down the street could become its own form of mindful practice?